I've played Minecraft for years, but nothing beats watching my survival world grow. No update or new world compares to the history I've built here. Since you guys really seem to enjoy it, I figured I'd go even deeper today. This time, I'm bringing you 10 more ways to keep your world fresh, exciting, and endless. 1. Switch up your building style. One of the best ways to keep your world interesting is by changing the way you build. A lot of players tend to build the same types of houses repeatedly, similar shapes, slightly different materials, but overall the same aesthetic. And while that's totally fine, Minecraft is a sandbox game, which means you have unlimited creative freedom. So why not take advantage of it? A great way to do this is by dividing your world into different themed districts based on biomes. Each section of your world can have a unique architectural style that fits the environment around it. For example, in a desert biome, you could create a Western-style town with saloons, stables, and wooden walkways. In a cherry blossom biome, you could experiment with Japanese-inspired pagodas and bridges. If you're in a jungle biome, consider building treehouse villages with wooden rope bridges connecting them. And for a snow biome, try making an ice fortress or an igloo village. Not only does this make your world visually diverse, but it also challenges you to learn new building techniques and experiment with blocks you wouldn't normally use. Second, build season-themed areas. Another way to keep your world fresh is by building around real-world seasons. While Minecraft doesn't have changing seasons, you can still create seasonal builds that reflect the time of year in real life. In summer, build a beach resort with pools, sandcastles, and volleyball courts. In autumn, go for a spooky Halloween town with eerie houses, pumpkin patches, and maybe even a haunted mansion. In winter, transform a snowy biome into a North Pole village, an ice castle, or a Christmas-themed marketplace. If you're playing on Java Edition, texture packs can take this even further. I love using fall-themed packs that make the leaves turn orange and red, and winter packs that blanket the landscape in snow. It adds a seasonal atmosphere to the game and makes each time of year feel different in your world. 3. Build interactive and functional structures. A lot of players focus on making cool-looking buildings, but what if your builds actually did something? Adding interactive elements makes your world feel more alive and engaging. You could create a working roller coaster using redstone and minecarts, or build a hidden base with piston-activated secret doors. If you enjoy music, why not design a DJ booth using note blocks to play custom songs for your villagers? Even simple mini-games like archery challenges, parkour courses, or a spleef arena can add fun things to do when you're not working on big projects. Functional builds give you activities to do beyond just constructing buildings, so whenever you hop into your world, you'll always have something fun to interact with. 4th, colonize the Nether and End. If you've been playing in the overworld for a long time, maybe it's time to expand into other dimensions. The Nether and the End both have completely different atmospheres, unique blocks, and challenges, making them perfect for new building opportunities. Instead of treating the Nether like a dangerous place to quickly grab resources, why not build a fortified Nether city, a piglin trading hub, or even a floating castle over lava? The End, often ignored after defeating the dragon, has so much potential for creativity. You could transform the empty islands into a fantasy kingdom, a futuristic space station, or a sprawling End metropolis. If you're tired of waiting for Mojang to update the End, why not make your own End update by terraforming islands, planting custom biomes, and adding massive crystal towers? 5. Start collecting unique items. A great way to stay engaged in your world is by setting collection goals. And I don't just mean rare blocks, I mean everything. You can aim to collect every enchanted weapon and tool, making different variations for specific purposes. For example, one sword could be maxed out with sharpness, while another has Bane of Arthropods for dealing with spiders. You could gather every armor trim in the game, fully enchanted, just to switch up your style. Some players even build museums to display rare items, mob heads, and unique collectibles. It adds depth to your world and gives you something to always be working toward. If you're feeling extra ambitious, try collecting every banner pattern, every type of music disc, or even a chest full of emeralds from trading with villagers. You could also set a goal to obtain a perfect set of tools with the rarest enchantments, making sure each one has a custom name for added personality. Hunting for rare loot, like sniffer eggs or enchanted golden apples, can make exploration more exciting. The more unique collections you create, the more personal and meaningful your world will feel. 6. Upgrade. Old builds and keep a history. Your first builds might look basic compared to your later creations. Instead of leaving them behind, consider giving them a fresh makeover and upgrading them. Some players like to leave their first builds untouched as a historical district, showcasing their progress over time. Others prefer to redesign and modernize old buildings so they blend better with newer areas. If an old wooden house is looking out of place in your advanced city, update it with new materials, improved interiors, and extra details. You can also repurpose old builds instead of tearing them down. Turn an outdated house into a cozy inn, a library, or even a secret underground bunker. If you want to keep the nostalgia intact, add a sign or plaque marking it as one of your first creations. Revisiting old projects can be a great way to see how much you've improved while giving new life to areas of your world you might have otherwise abandoned. 7. Fill empty spaces with small builds. Large spaces between builds can sometimes make a world feel unfinished. Instead of leaving these areas empty, fill them with small but detailed structures. You can add gardens, market stalls, fountains, or even little storage sheds. If you want to go further, create dirt paths with lanterns leading through your town or village, making the environment feel connected and alive. Small details like benches, wells, statues, or even scattered carts with supplies can make a huge difference in making your world feel lived in. Adding natural elements like small ponds, flower fields, or even tiny forests can break up the landscape and make your world feel more organic. You can also incorporate community spaces like outdoor dining areas, campfire spots, or small stages for storytelling and music. If you're in a medieval or fantasy world, try placing ruined structures or ancient-looking shrines to add mystery and lore. These little details help turn an empty world into a thriving, immersive environment. If you have a medieval-themed village, try adding tiny blacksmith workshops or outdoor dining areas for added realism. In a futuristic city, you could place holographic billboards, sleek benches, or automated vending machines using redstone. Even something as simple as patches of wildflowers or small animal pens can make your builds feel more organic and natural. The more details you add, the more immersive and unique your world will feel. 8. Build roads, railways, and transportation systems. If you have multiple towns or districts, connect them with roads or minecart railways. Not only does this make traveling easier, but it also makes your world feel cohesive rather than just a collection of isolated builds. You could design a massive bridge spanning an ocean, or an underground subway system that lets you quickly travel between different areas. Expanding your transportation network gives your world a sense of realism, making it feel like a living, breathing place, rather than just scattered bases. Try adding decorative elements like streetlights, tunnels, or way stations along your paths to make traveling feel more immersive. If you're working with minecart railways, consider building train stations with redstone-powered ticket booths or departure signs for extra detail. For a more fantasy-themed approach, you could create floating pathways between sky islands or ice highways for quick travel across frozen biomes. 9. Complete every advancement. If you've never tried completing all the advancements, challenge yourself to do it. Many achievements force you to explore mechanics you've never played with, making the game feel fresh. You might find yourself taming every type of cat, using suspicious stew for the first time, or even discovering a clever way to avoid fall damage. Some advancements like "How did we get here?" push you to master potion effects and mob interactions, creating a fun but difficult challenge. Others, like Adventuring Time, encourage you to explore biomes you may have never visited before. As you work toward 100% completion, you'll naturally discover new aspects of the game that you might have otherwise ignored. Plus, completing all the advancements gives you a sense of progression beyond just building, making survival mode feel more dynamic. If you really want to take it a step further, try completing every advancement in hardcore mode, a challenge that will truly test your skills. Whether you take it slow or aim to speedrun them, achievements offer a great way to keep your world engaging and full of new goals. 10. Slow down and enjoy the process. The best way to never get bored of Minecraft? Take your time. Focus on putting more effort into a few meaningful builds rather than rushing through projects. Enjoy the journey, experiment with new ideas, and most importantly, have fun. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. If you usually build medieval houses, try futuristic skyscrapers. If you've never dabbled in redstone, challenge yourself to create a fully automated base. Take breaks when you need to, and come back with fresh ideas instead of forcing yourself to play when you're uninspired. Remember, the beauty of Minecraft is that there's no right way to play. Your world is your canvas, and you can shape it however you want. The key to staying engaged is to always have something new to strive for, whether big or small. So slow down, embrace the creative process, and let your imagination take over. And with that, those are 10 ways to keep your world exciting and never get bored of Minecraft again. Let me know which of these ideas you'll be trying. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.